Good morning everyone, or perhaps good evening, whenever it is that you're choosing to get your movement in for the day. My name is Liv, for anyone that's not been here before, or welcome back if you have. Today is a 20-minute intermediate flow, and by intermediate I just mean that we're expecting to challenge ourselves today. There's no particularly super advanced poses, but the movements can feel quite demanding on the body, so expect to work hard, but strong beginners, you might really enjoy this class as well. So we'll get started. We'll start in a cross-legged seat. So if you want to allow yourself to come to settle, just taking a moment to find some stillness. So roll those shoulders back so the chest is broad, closing the eyes, and just allowing everything to become still. So the only movement left is the soft rise and fall of your chest. As you keep your focus there on that soft movement of breath, just allow it to start to move a little steadier. Make the inhale last just a moment longer. Softly releasing it all the way out as you empty the lungs. Again, as you breathe in, draw the breath all the way down to the bottom, expanding into your chest, and softly allowing it to release. You can then softly blink those eyes open, and with your next breath, think of the arms reaching forwards and then high to the sky as you gaze up towards them. On the exhale, think of back stroking those arms as the fingertips come to slowly find the mat behind you. With your next breath in, lift through the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, chin rises. On the exhale, right arm on top of left as you come to grab hold of your knees, chin to the chest as you round your back and stretch the back body. Releasing those knees, and again, inhale, arms go forwards and then high, gazing up. Exhale, back stroke those arms, keep them as wide as possible as the fingertips come to find the mat. Inhale, broaden the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, left arm on top of right, holding those knees, broadening the back, hollow out through your belly. This time you can circle those arms to the sky, reach them nice and tall. On the exhale, left arm reaches forwards as the right arm reaches back into this active rotation. Keep pressing those thighs away from you. Hold your belly in to help your body hold this shape. And then the right hand behind you is going to reach back. See if we can lower down towards the elbow. Left arm reaches all the way up and over as this left side body feels nice and long. Option here for the hand in the sky to cradle the back of the head. Lift the chin, press the head into the hand. Feel that left tricep get a little longer. Keep the thighs nice and heavy. Inhale. As you exhale, release the head, lift the body back upright. Inhale, circle the arms back to the sky. Exhale, right arm goes forwards, left arm goes back, chest turns off to the left side. Keep reaching through those fingertips, hold it, inhale. On the exhale, that left hand reaches out behind you, slowly down to the elbow. Right arm goes up and over, option to cradle the head, lift the chin, gaze up, elbow, think of moving backwards. Take a deep breath into that right side body, and then exhale all the way up, either swizzling the legs round or pull the heels underneath to draw yourself round towards tabletop. Moving our way through some cat and cow. With the inhale, lift through the chest, squeeze the lower back and lift the sit bones high. On the exhale, rounding the spine, engage the abdominals as you hollow out through the belly. Again, breathing in, shoulder blades squeeze together. Breathing out as you broaden them across your back. Great, one more, breathing in and breathing out. Great, draw yourself back towards a nice neutral tabletop. Keep that belly holding in, flat spine, stepping our feet out into plank. So onto the balls of the feet, shoulders stay above the wrists. Hollow out that belly by tucking the tailbone. Glutes are engaged, quads are engaged. There's not much that's not engaged in the plank, so keep everything very strong, pushing into the mat. The gaze is down just in front of fingertips. breathing steady. Good, we'll take 2 more. And then last one, breathe in. On your breath out, hips go up and back as we find our first down dog. If you want to readjust the position of your hands or your feet, do go ahead and take any little movements that you'd like here to feel a little bit more comfortable in your down dog. Depending on when it is you're practicing, your hamstrings can feel very different throughout the day. So allow yourself to find some comfort before settling for some stillness. Shoulder blades are broad, palms pressing firmly. From here, moving into some crouching dogs, really going to fire up the legs. I want you to send the gaze a little further forwards, right underneath your nose. We're going to bend the knees, hover the knees just off the mat as the sit bones come close to the heels, and then lift those hips all the way up and back to down dog. Same again, hovering those knees, so it's just like child's pose, but a lot harder. And pressing those hips back to the sky, down dog. We'll do 2 more. Little hover off the mat, get as low as you can. Keep pushing into the hands. Lift the hips back high. Last one, sinking them low. Very effective way to warm up. Lift them back to the sky towards your down dog. Right leg is going to rise to the sky, 3-legged dog. On the exhale, let the knee and nose see if they can tap together underneath the body. Use the inhale, send it straight back to the sky. And as you exhale, guide that foot to just wider than the right hand, or perhaps just narrow the right hand a little bit as you come towards lizard. Lift the chest, press away through the back heel, and squeeze this front knee in towards your shoulder. Nice long body, inhale. As you exhale, keep the side body and the thigh nice and close towards each other. Push the hips back as you flex the toes. So it's a little bit like a long pyramid, but your leg doesn't need to straighten, and it might not, again, depending on how those hamstrings are feeling. Toes pull to the sky, heel presses down, long through the chest, inhale. Exhale, shift back forwards and then step that foot back where it came from and into down dog. Left leg, inhale, rises to the sky. Exhale, knee and nose, see if they can touch, round the upper back, pause, hold it. Inhale all the way back to the sky. Exhale, stepping it forwards, wider than left hand as you come towards lizard on the other side. 2 hands to the inside of the foot, lengthen the chest forwards, press away through that back heel, keep that back leg as straight as you can. Full deep breath in. On the breath out, push those hips back. Keep the left rib cage and left thigh nice and close in contact. Pushing down through the back of the heel, flexing the toes to the sky. Hold here, breathing in. And then breathing out. Rock back forwards before stepping that foot back where it came from and into your down dog. Take a couple of breaths of stillness here. Let those breaths perhaps just last a moment longer. A nice full expanse into the body, softening on the breath out. Great, as we move on, we're going to start with the left leg. Inhale, rise it to the sky, 3-legged dog. Right heel stays nice and heavy. On the exhale, draw the knee forwards. This time, see if you can come to tap your right elbow. So you're going to twist underneath the body. See if they can touch or just get as close as you can. Pause. And then kick that leg out towards the side, onto the knife edge. Back foot goes like it would for a side plank, and then right arm to the sky as you come to your fallen triangle. Big, strong pose. Push that right rib cage tall. Hold what you have. Breathe in. And then guide this front left leg. The knee comes to the mat underneath you. Supported side plank feels much nicer. And then lift that back right leg. Get the hand in the sky to catch the top of the foot for partridge. If the balance is tricky here, tuck those left toes under. Kick the foot slightly off the mat. This hand is going to reach back behind us. Kick the foot into the hand. Feel that stretch along the front line of the body. If you'd like to challenge the balance, the gaze can go up to the sky. Squeeze lower back, engage right glutes, breathing in. As you breathe out, guide that right foot to the top of the mat. Turn yourself towards a low lunge. Use your inhale, sweep those arms to the sky. Up alongside the ears as we sink the hips forwards and down. Left glutes are engaged. Press down into the top of that back foot. Hold that lunge, breathing in. As you breathe out, right arm, so just back out of your lunge slightly, right arm on top of left as you come to eagle arms, palms towards each other. We're in this upright lunge, so hips on top of back knee. Tuck your tailbone strongly and pull your elbows down towards your belly. Feel that length in the front of the left hip flexor, that broadness across your upper back. Deep breath in, puff the body out. As you exhale, release, bringing your right hand down to the floor next to your big toe, keeping that back knee down. Awkward twist as you left arm to the sky, trying to gaze up with it, but keep thinking of your left pelvis coming forwards and your right pelvis moving back. So it's just the torso that's rotating here, hence the name, awkward twist. Hold it, breathing in. Now with your back leg, I want you to kick the foot off to one side. The arm in the sky comes up alongside our ear. Keep lunging into this front leg. So inner thighs are very much feeling this. The front knee is very welcome to go over the toes. Roll that left chest back. See if the gaze can go a little bit higher. Hold there, breathe in. As you breathe out, slightly back out of it. Pivot that back foot back the way it came. Hands to the mat as the foot steps back to down dog, lifting the hips up, pressing the thighs back. A nice slow deep breath in and all the way out. The right leg, now is going to lead. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, knee and nose, see if they can tap together underneath the body. Rounded spine, pause. Inhale, all the way back to the sky. As you exhale, see if the knee can come to the left elbow, twist underneath, pull that leg tall, pause, 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 hold it there. And then kick the leg off to one side, back foot goes like a side plank, left arm to the sky for your fallen triangle. Stay nice and strong through this right arm, lifting tall. Inhale. This right leg, you're going to draw back underneath, place the knee to the mat. Lift the left leg away. As you bend the knee, the hand comes to catch that foot just behind your back. Option to tuck the toes for balance as you kick that foot out behind you. Broadening that whole front line of the body from the left knee up towards the left shoulder. Nice and open, engaging the back body. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release the foot, guide it to the top of the mat. Everything faces forwards as you inhale to your low lunge. Arms up and over, squeezing through right glutes as you press down through the top of the back foot. Find space between the rib cage and the pelvis. Deep breath in. On the exhale, backing out of the lunge, the hips are on top of the knee, left arm on top of right as you wrap towards your eagle arms. Tuck that tailbone very strongly as the elbows then pull down towards your belly. Keep that back foot pressing down against the mat, broadening through the upper back. Take a deep breath in, feel like you're filling up your turtle shell. And then exhale, release those arms. Left hand is going to come to the floor just next to your front foot. Keeping that back knee down, take a deep breath in as the right arm reaches to the sky. The gaze goes up, but keep that right hip pulling forwards as the left sit bone moves back. Sending that twist right down towards your belly button, holding that. Inhale. From there, the back knee, kick the foot off to one side. The arm in the sky comes alongside the ear for your funky lunge. Maybe you could sink a little bit further to really get into those inner thighs. This front arm can help push this front knee just a little bit wider. Deep breath in, grow longer. As you exhale, pivot that back foot, back where it came from. 2 hands to the mat as you step your way back to down dog. Take a full, slow breath in and all the way out. One more just like that. Lovely. From here, with your inhale, ripple the body forwards towards plank. Shoulders come on top of those wrists, hollowing out the belly, find that broadness between the shoulder blades. From here, we're going to come into a side plank onto the right hand. So turn the toes to face the left, keep the feet staggered as the left arm reaches tall. Now from here, the left leg is going to move. I want you to think of stepping just behind your hips. We're not moving to Wild Thing. And then step that foot forwards in front of the hips as high up as you can, but stay onto the tippy toes. Again, step it off behind you, keep the left arm high, and step it in front of you. 2 more, stepping behind, keep the hips high, stepping forwards. Last one, stepping behind. This time as you step forward, see if you can guide that left foot to the very top of the mat. That's a long way to go. Help it there if it needs a little help, and then left arm is going to remain into the sky as you find a nice twisted lunge. Keep the body weight lunging into this front knee, breathing in. Now think of a lot of core strength here, guys. I want you to try and keep your twist as you rise up towards a high lunge. So lift that right arm, chest stays facing the left, reach out through those fingertips, just like we did seated to start. Inhale, exhale. On your inhale, straighten out the legs, turn the torso to face forwards, send the arms to the sky. That's a deceptive little balance pose. On the exhale, let your hands come in front of your chest. Now, if you feel that you want to shorten your stance before stretching your hamstring, then do. Step your back foot in. So it's like pyramid pose, but the back heel is lifted. Engage through your front quad as you hinge the body forwards, allowing yourself to keep nice and long through the torso. Option to take your hands to the floor, or perhaps taking your hands to the blocks if the arms are not quite feeling long enough. Blame the arms, not the hamstring. Long spine, breathing in, breathing out. Great, last one. As you exhale, walk your hands to the right side so you're coming into a wide-legged stance. And again, if you want to readjust the distance between your feet, you're always welcome. Fingertips to the floor, take a halfway lift, long flat spine, roll the thighs out behind you. Exhale, maybe you want to fold a little deeper. Hands can walk back towards the center of your mat as your head hangs nice and loose. Shoulder blades broad across the upper back. Send your focus into the lower belly, lower back area, and each inhale tries to create a little more length there. And each exhale, finding that engagement into the legs. Squeeze the kneecaps, press into the outer edges of the feet. One more, inhale. Lovely, exhale, backing out of that lunge, walk your way back to the top of the mat, step the foot back to down dog, hips are high, chest is pushing back. We've only got one more side to repeat that sequence on, maybe that's a good thing. Inhale, roll yourself forwards towards plank, shoulders over wrists, squeeze through your glutes, hollow out through your belly. From there, left hand stays down, turn yourself into a side plank, right arm reaches to the sky. The right leg, the top leg, think of stepping it off behind you as if you're going towards Wild Thing, and then step it forwards as high up the mat as you can. Again, step it back, step it forwards, 2 more, stepping it back, stepping it forwards, and then last one, step it back. This time you're going to see if you can bring it all the way to the top of the mat. Help it there if it needs. Right arm stays into the sky as we are in our twisted lunge, keeping this knee relatively close to the chest. Hold what you have, breathe in. Now strong push down into the feet, hold that belly in, see if you can slowly rise up to stand. Twisted lunge. Chest stays on top of pelvis, reach out through fingertips, keep lunging into that front leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Use the inhale, circle the arms to the sky, straighten out the legs, let yourself find the balance with 2 straight legs. And then perhaps before we fold, just shorten the stance, particularly if hamstrings aren't your longest thing in the world. Use an exhale. Allow the body to fold forwards. Think of right sit bone back, left sit bone a little forwards. Option to leave the hands in front of chest. Option to take them to the mat. Try to find a firmness through the front of the right quad. Lift the kneecap up towards the hip. Take one last deep breath in, lengthen that chest out in front of you, and then exhale. Walk your way round to the left side. Readjust those feet to wherever is necessary so that you're into your nice wide-legged stance. Press down through the little toe edges, deep breath in, long flat spine. Exhale, continue that long flat spine, perhaps deepening that stretch as you fold further. Take a few solid, soft breaths here. Great, last one, breathe in. As you breathe out, slightly backing out of that fold, walk your way back to face forwards as you step the foot back to down dog one final time. From there, keeping those sit bones nice and tall, rolling the hips to the sky, let the knees drop down, hips stay on top of knees as we walk the arms or the hands away from us into puppy pose, forehead to the mat. Maybe if you've got a little more range in your shoulders, you could lift your forehead and aim more for your chin. Sometimes it feels more like your nose. Thinking of that chest staying as heavy as possible. Keep giving the palms or perhaps the elbows a bit of a press into the floor. And breathing with control. Last one. As you exhale, walk the hands all the way back in towards tabletop. Either spin the legs around or perhaps cross your ankles so that you can sit just behind your heels as you come towards a seated cross leg. With a deep breath in, arms rise to the sky. And as you exhale, fold over those legs. Forehead can just flop in between the arms. Maybe it finds the mat if you've got lots of range here. Let your eyes close and let the breath just move a little softer. You can then roll your body all the way back up. Make sure you have a little bit of space behind you, knees to be bent, arms reach forwards, chin to the chest as you unravel, unroll, and draw your body down onto the mat. Let those knees hug in when you get there. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little hug, maybe a soft little rock from left to right. Such hard work deserves a moment of rest, so allow yourself to release the legs. Let them go long and floppy onto the mat, the arms to do the same alongside you. Closing the eyes and just giving your body these last few short moments where there's nothing it needs to do. Feel the heart rate move a little slower. Feel the breath become a little more shallow. All that energy that's buzzing around the body, feel it start to settle. Relaxing across the face. Finding ease within the body. And then taking a nice deep breath in, maybe pointing through your toes, maybe reaching your arms overhead. You could then draw your knees in to give yourself another little hug. And whichever way feels most comfortable for you, allow yourself to roll back to seated. Chest is nice and tall on top of the hips. Use your final inhale to circle the arms back to the sky. And your final exhale to let the hands come towards the belly and the chin to come down towards the chest. Thank you so much for practicing with me, guys. I hope your body can feel that heat in the same way that mine can. I'd love to know what you thought of the class, whether or not that you like classes of this level, or if you'd like something even more challenging, something a little less challenging. I'll leave a playlist just here, which is my other 20-minute classes if you like this length of class. There's also lots of other longer classes in this playlist just here. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you again online soon.